You know, sometimes it's nice to just have a simple name for a spell. Destructive Wave! Fifth level evocation, casting time of 1 action, range of self, 30-foot radius, components verbal, duration instantaneous. You strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy that ripples outward from you. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 5d6 thunder damage, as well as 5d6 radiant or necrotic damage, your choice, and be knocked prone. Creature that succeeds on saving throw takes half damage and isn't knocked prone. Okay, here we go, 5th level Paladin. So we can't deny that aesthetic-wise and flavor-wise, this is a dope-looking spell. Also the fact it gives you the option of radiant or necrotic. But just striking your weapon into the ground, it could be a warhammer, it could be a maul, it could be a spear itself and the spearhead hitting and the wave emanating out. Doesn't even mention it has to be a specific point to just strike the weapon. It could be bashing the end of, like, the hilt of your blade, or the staff at the end of the spear. The 30-foot radius, one thing I forgot about it, and the reason I hesitated during the description, is you get to choose who's affected. And I also thought this was a cone, like a wave that rippled out for you forward, but a 30-foot radius around you, and you get to choose the targets? Pretty good! Also, wow, compared to other mainline spellcasters, 10d6 damage isn't that much. When it comes to Fireball, you've matched up with upcasting it to the 5th level. As a Paladin, that's your max level spell, so maybe not as well as worth it as simply Wizard upcasting to a similar level and having higher level spell slots to spare. But for a capstone spell for Paladin, 10d6 to match up with a Fireball from a Wizard, and with a higher radius? Sure, you don't have the range because it's centered on you, but 30-foot radius compared to 20-foot radius of an upcasted Fireball? The big kicker is the fact it targets Con instead of Dex, which a lot of monsters have higher Con, but it's the fact that it can knock creatures prone. Knocking a group of enemies down prone in an area, on top of doing a 5th level's worth of Fireball damage, I mean, this is also Radiant or Necrotic alongside Force. Thunder damage, which out of resistances, you get to pick and choose. I don't think of many that have resistances to too many of those. I mean, Radiant, Necrotic, but Thunder? And because you can choose in between? No upcasting, which makes sense. Because Paladin is only supposed to get up to 5th level, sure, Bard's gonna get snuffed for picking this up, if they do, because they're not gonna be able to actually bump up. Oh, this doesn't even have to be with a weapon. It's just striking the ground. This could even be like a stomp of your foot, or slamming the shield, or any other action, really. Looks cool, does equitable damage for the spell level it's at. The only issue is the class that gets it. Is that's gonna hurt? But the fact that you then also throw on top of it a slightly higher radius, sure, it's stuck to you, but then it can also knock creatures prone, a slightly weaker save. I'd say 6 out of 10. Even with the con save, the fact that your capstone also hurts it a little, but equitable damage to a full line spellcaster upcasting Fireball, which is already notoriously a bit busted. And then also having the chance to knock creatures prone and able to choose the creatures that are affected within that radius. 7 out of 10. The choice of creature, and the choice of some maneuverability of the damage type. Only verbal. 7 out of 10.